We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The LSU Tigers offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete on the right side. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. So the Auburn Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the 1st down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hale. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over UCLA.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out quickly.
For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off play action. Fires one high and deep. Makes it around to the 25, and there's room. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground and cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Finds his man. It's Hale. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense defines and stands on the result of the play. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Quarterback empties his backfield. Oh, better look out!
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Lynch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Wants to throw it. Gets open down the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Hale. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. That's reeled in. It's Moncrief. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Off the play fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. To the air on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wiggins. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Got a little space. After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The quick out. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Going to swing it on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Fires to the big fella. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Looking to throw on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. Got his man on the outside. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. To the ground with the back. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kick is in the air. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Miles. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Got his man. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Auburn offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the run. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Moncrief. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! Got the 1st down and more. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Pulls and throws on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They go to the ground. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Quarterback keeper. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Now on first down from the 43. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Using the quick game. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the gun. Got it in the middle. It's Moncrief. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Second down coming up. Send the tight end in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, they need a big completion. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moncrief. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. It's Hale. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Wide receiver going in motion. Just keeps swinging it. Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. San Diego State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 17 to UCLA.
Hit as he throws.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gives it on the option. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He'll do it himself. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To the air on 2nd down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Going to swing it on second down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Lynch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it, passes, sticks, and still on his feet. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, LSU! They move on top here on the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and it's important. The lead is a touchdown now at 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. This crowd knows when to bring it. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was trying to pay off his red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Auburn! A great catch and run for 6.
How about that? Coming up big. Less than 30 seconds in the ball game. You need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take the 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point, and now see if they can hang on. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense will use a timeout clock as stop with 22 seconds left. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things...
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Absolutely perfect. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That last field goal looks like the game winner if they can keep them from getting in field goal range here right at the end. On the run from inside his own 5. They bring him down. A last gasp effort on that return comes up empty, and that's going to do it for this one. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year, and this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, it kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year, and you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.